During their 2018 E3 conference, Ubisoft showed off the upcoming Beyond Good and Evil 2. In spite of its name, this game is a prequel to its predecessor, and is being described by Ubisoft as a spiritual successor. This game is set in System 3, a vast solar system that serves as a hub of interstellar colonization and commerce. The game's trailer showed off the city of Ganesha, which, according to game lore, was founded by colonists from India. In BGNE 2, players will be designing their own character, a space pirate of any species they so desire. I'll be honest, I'm a little apprehensive about Ubisoft's description of System 3 as being a massive, seamless online environment. Does this mean always online DRM? Does this mean the game becomes unplayable when Ubisoft decides that it's no longer profitable? Games with elements which are dependent on online features have a funny tendency to vanish when their servers shut down. If the original Beyond Good and Evil were dependent on online servers, it would have never become a cult classic. Frankly, I find this a little concerning. While I recognize that Ubisoft wants to make a game with long-term profitability, and having online elements is a great way to secure this, it also means that if a game doesn't sell well enough, it runs the risk of vanishing into the ether. A while ago, I wrote about the death of one of my favorite games, Scrolls. This card game from Mojang is no longer playable anywhere. In spite of the fact that Mojang created one of the biggest games in the world, it wasn't enough to keep Scrolls available. Will this happen to BGNE 2? I certainly hope not. The original Beyond Good and Evil was an adventure that put players in the shoes of Jade, a photojournalist whose job was to photograph various species of creatures in the game. Along the way, she uncovers a vast conspiracy. That game garnered plenty of critical acclaim for its cast of characters, sense of humor and story, but it wasn't exactly a hot seller. Beyond Good and Evil became a cult classic and is now receiving the sequel/prequel after 15 years. I do have to say that this new game setting has me excited. I confess to not having played much of the original, but I do have to say that I'm looking forward to exploring the game's crowdsourced universe. Ubisoft has partnered with Hit Record to commission artwork, music, and more for the universe of Beyond Good and Evil 2. Want to write a song about space pirates? They're looking for those. I really like the idea of letting fans create lore and official art for the game, and the fact that creators will actually be getting paid for their work, which seems like a step in the right direction for Ubisoft. What do you think? Is Beyond Good and Evil 2 looking promising? Are you worried about its future in spite of the fact that we don't have a release date yet? Am I completely wrong in everything that I'm saying? Let us know, and be sure to follow us at OneWorldBeCool on Twitter.